Kybalion, wisdom beyond the secret. Today, we will unravel the mysteries of the Kybalion, a mysterious and fascinating book published in 1908 that holds the secrets of 7 universal laws. These laws are not mere theories. They are powerful keys that can completely transform our lives. Originating from the Hermetic tradition of ancient Egypt, it's like a hidden treasure, a collection of precious teachings bequeathed to us by the 3 initiates, whose true identity remains an intriguing mystery. Many of you may have heard of The Secret, a worldwide phenomenon that revealed the power of the law of attraction. But what we are going to explore here today goes far beyond. While The Secret touches on one of the universal laws, the Kybalion takes us on a deeper and more comprehensive journey, revealing the secrets behind 7 Hermetic laws. The term Kybalion shares etymological roots with Kabbalah, suggesting a profound connection to the esoteric tradition of transmitting knowledge. So, I invite all of you to embark on this journey of self-discovery and transformation. Let's explore how these principles can guide us to personal fulfillment, inner balance, and true abundance. 1.
The principle of mentalism.
Everything is mind. The universe is mental.
This principle reminds us of the power of our thoughts and the importance of cultivating a positive and creative mind.
Imagine the universe as a vast mind, a cosmic mind that contains everything that exists, from the stars in the sky to the smallest subatomic particles. This is the essence of the principle of mentalism. It tells us that everything we see around us, everything we experience, is a manifestation of the divine mind. It's as if the universe were a great work of art, created first in the mind of the artist before taking shape. The beauty of this understanding is that it empowers us to take on the role of co-creators in our own lives. By understanding that the mind plays a crucial role in the creation and transformation of reality, we are invited to explore the power of thought, consciousness, and understanding. Thus, we embark on a journey of self-discovery and personal growth, applying these universal principles in our quest for happiness and fulfillment. Now, let's bring this to our daily lives. Think of a goal you have, like learning to play a musical instrument or achieving a milestone. First and foremost, this goal begins as a thought in your minds, doesn't it? It's like a seed we plant in our minds. When we nurture this thought carefully, giving it attention and positive energy, it begins to grow and manifest in reality. This positive thinking is what propels your learning journey. So, the next time you think of something you desire, remember the principle of mentalism. Remember that your thoughts have power, and that you are the creators of your own realities. Be the masters of your minds, and you will see how you can manifest great things in your lives.
2. The principle of correspondence. As above, so below, as within, so without. This principle shows us how we can find reflections of ourselves in all areas of our lives, helping us to understand and transform our reality.
It's like a cosmic mirror, reflecting the same truth on different scales of existence. The principle of correspondence teaches us that there is a relationship between different levels of existence, such as the mental, the spiritual, and the physical. In other words, what happens at one level may be reflected in others. By realizing that there is harmony between the macrocosm and the microcosm, between the universe and ourselves, we discover incredible power. We can use this knowledge not only to understand the world around us, but also to better understand ourselves. And it is in this understanding that we find freedom and personal growth. Therefore, by applying the principle of correspondence, we open the doors to a new level of understanding and fulfillment. It's like telling the universe, we are ready to be conscious co-creators of our own reality. And that's where the true adventure of self-discovery and personal transformation begins. It's as if we have the keys to decipher the secrets of the universe, applying them in our own lives. For example, by understanding how planets orbit around the sun, we can find parallels in the patterns of our own relationships and emotions. Hermeneutic philosophy teaches us that true intelligence lies in the ability to make connections and relationships between different aspects of reality. By understanding and applying universal principles, such as correspondence, we can expand our understanding of the world and ourselves, becoming wiser and more aware. Mental control is the key to unlocking this potential. When we learn to master our thoughts and emotions, we can consciously shape our reality. This means that we are not at the mercy of circumstances, but empowered to direct the course of our lives. It's as if we become the architects of our destinies. Have you ever noticed how our emotions and thoughts affect our actions and experiences? For example, when we are happy and positive, we are more likely to have a pleasant day and find good things around us. Likewise, when we hold negative thoughts and feel bad, we are more likely to have unpleasant experiences. This happens because our minds and emotions are in correspondence with the world around us. Therefore, it is important to cultivate positive thoughts and feelings to create a positive correspondence in our lives. If we want to attract good things, we need to start by being positive and kind to ourselves and others. The key is to recognize this connection between our minds and the external world. By understanding and applying the principle of correspondence, we can create a more harmonious and happy life.
3. The principle of vibration. Everything moves, everything vibrates. This principle invites us to recognize the dynamic nature of the universe and the importance of tuning our vibrations to what we desire to attract.
Imagine the universe as an eternal symphony, where every particle, every thought, every emotion resonates at its own unique frequency. From atoms dancing in their vibrational movements to the oscillations of our mental states, everything is in constant and beautiful motion. Have you ever stopped to think about the vibration of everything around us? From the quartz clock to the beating of our hearts, everything is in constant movement and vibration. As the wise Heraclitus said, nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates, but vibration goes beyond the tangible. It permeates our thoughts, our emotions, and even our spirituality. The ancient Egyptians understood that raising vibration was raising one's essence, connecting us with the divine. Imagine music as a key to this understanding. Just as a melody can lift our spirits or soothe our souls, our thoughts and emotions also have the power to modulate our inner vibration. Every thought, every emotion, every experience shapes the quality of our vibration. Now, what does this mean for our lives? It means that we can consciously choose the vibrations we want to attract. If we want more happiness and positivity, we can tune our vibrations to these states by choosing thoughts and actions that make us feel that way. On the other hand, if we want to change something in our lives, such as overcoming a fear or a worry, we can work to raise our vibrations by seeking thoughts and experiences that inspire and strengthen us. So let's apply this principle in our lives. After all, it offers us a unique view of the world, inviting us to always seek evolution and balance. And remember, nothing is without consequence on this journey. Each choice, each vibration generates consequences. So let's vibrate higher towards love, compassion, and wisdom. 4.
The principle of polarity. Everything has complementary opposites. This principle teaches us to accept and balance the dualities of life, finding harmony amidst polarities.
The principle of polarity is a fundamental understanding for navigating life's waters. This principle teaches us that everything is dual. Everything has opposite poles that manifest in varying degrees in all things. Imagine day and night, heat and cold, light and darkness. These are polarities that coexist and complement each other. Similarly, we have polarities in our own lives, joy and sadness, love and hate, success and failure. The key insight of this principle is to understand that, although these seemingly opposite polarities exist, they are interdependent and complementary. We cannot have one without the other. For example, we wouldn't know what light is if we didn't experience darkness. Understanding polarity helps us find balance and harmony in our lives. Instead of resisting challenging situations, we can recognize that they are part of life's natural flow and offer opportunities for growth and learning. We all experience a variety of emotions, including joy and sadness, anger and compassion. By acknowledging that these emotions are a natural part of the human experience and that one does not exist without the other, we can learn to accept and deal with them more balancedly. This helps us cultivate greater emotional resilience. In interpersonal relationships, it is common to encounter differences and conflicts. Applying the principle of polarity helps us recognize that, just as there are differences between people, there are also similarities and points of connection. This allows us to cultivate empathy, understanding, and mutual acceptance, promoting healthier and more harmonious relationships. Therefore, by understanding and accepting polarity, we can transcend extremes and find a point of balance, allowing us to live more consciously, serenely, and integratedly.
5. The principle of rhythm.
Everything has its cycles.
Its ebbs and flows. This principle reminds us of the importance of flowing with the rhythms of life, accepting changes, and finding balance amid cycles.
The principle of rhythm teaches us that everything in the universe is in constant motion, following patterns of ebb and flow, of coming and going. Just like the tides of the ocean that rise and fall, our lives are also marked by rhythms and cycles. For example, think about the seasons of the year. We have spring, summer, autumn, and winter, each bringing its own changes and transformations. Similarly, in our lives, we experience moments of growth and expansion, followed by periods of retreat and reflection. It is important to recognize these rhythms in our lives and learn to flow with them. When we are going through a challenging time, we can remember that everything is temporary and that eventually the rhythm will change and things will improve. In relationships, for example, understanding that they have their ups and downs. Instead of panicking during difficult periods, we can trust that the rhythm will change, and there will be moments of connection and harmony again. In finances, for example, understanding that they have cycles of expansion and contraction. Instead of panicking during periods of financial difficulty, we can adopt a patient and strategic approach to navigate the ups and downs of the market. Furthermore, understanding the principle of rhythm and being aware of it helps us find balance and harmony in our lives. When we learn to accept the highs and lows as a natural part of the flow of life, we can live with more serenity and inner peace. 6.
The principle of cause and effect. Every action generates a reaction. This principle reminds us of the responsibility we have for our choices and the importance of sowing good actions to reap good results.
Imagine a stone being thrown into a lake. The impact of the stone creates ripples that spread through the water, causing a visible effect. Similarly, our actions have an impact that ripples throughout the universe, influencing not only our own lives, but also the world around us. As the Christian Bible says, the sowing is free, but the harvest is mandatory. If we sow wheat, we cannot expect to harvest soybeans, can we? But this gives us an incredible sense of freedom and autonomy, because we can choose the causes we generate, and, consequently, the consequences we desire for our future. Have you ever experienced moments when you clearly realized that you were living the consequences of a past choice? It's as if we could draw a direct line between that attitude and what we are experiencing now. And in those moments, there is no blame to be attributed. We are living these experiences as part of our growth, as part of life's pedagogical process. By understanding that consequences are natural outcomes of the causes we generate, we can truly start to evolve. And this leads us to an important reflection. Our ideas, thoughts, and feelings produce effects, and it is important to remember that, given the same causes, the same results will follow. How many times have we found ourselves wishing for a change in our lives, but we continue to act in the same way? As Einstein said, if we keep doing the same things, we will get the same results. It's no use toasting on New Year's Eve and continuing to act as we did the year before, expecting something to change. We need to generate new causes to reap new consequences. The way we relate to others also follows the principle of cause and effect. By cultivating relationships based on respect, trust, and open communication, we build stronger and more meaningful bonds, generating happiness and mutual support over time. Cultivating positive and optimistic thoughts has the power to transform our perspective and influence our experiences. When we choose to focus on the positive and on gratitude, we attract more good things into our lives and become more resilient in the face of challenges. Furthermore, the principle of cause and effect reminds us of the responsibility we have for our lives. We cannot blame others or circumstances for our own choices. We are solely responsible for our actions and the consequences that result from them. The principle of cause and effect invites us to reflect on the power of sowing and reaping. Just as a farmer plants seeds to harvest fruits, we also plant seeds in the form of thoughts, words, and actions, which will eventually result in experiences and circumstances in our lives. If we want to change our future, we need to start generating different causes right now. There's no use asking the gods to spare us from the consequences we ourselves have generated. The power is in our hands, and every choice we make shapes our destiny. 7.
The principle of gender. Creation occurs through the duality of masculine and feminine. This principle invites us to integrate the masculine and feminine aspects within ourselves, becoming conscious co-creators of our reality.
Gender here does not only refer to sex, but to generation, to creation. This principle allows us to be original, to capture new ideas in the spiritual plane, to generate new combinations of ideas in the mental plane, and to create new physical bodies. It is the essence of creation, and no new endeavor is possible without the application of this principle. Just as Isis, Osiris, and Horus show us, the principle of gender is present in all manifestations of life. It is the perpetual dance between yin and yang, between creation and procreation, between the mental and the physical. It is through this principle that we generate, create, and transform the world around us. The principle of gender teaches us about the nature of creation and the duality present in everything in the universe. For example, think about the roles of the sun and the moon. The sun represents masculine energy, associated with strength, courage, and activity, while the moon represents feminine energy, associated with intuition, receptivity, and creativity. Both are necessary to create balance and harmony in the universe. Similarly, within each of us, there are masculine and feminine aspects. The masculine may manifest as determination, rationality, and action, while the feminine may manifest as intuition, emotion, and receptivity. It is the integration of these two aspects that makes us complete and balanced beings. Recognizing and honoring the differences between partners in a relationship, allowing both to express their masculine and feminine sides, is an application of the principle of gender. This promotes harmony, mutual respect, and personal growth within the relationship. Allowing oneself to explore a variety of creative expressions, from artistic activities to innovative projects, is to apply the principle of gender. This involves integrating different forms of thinking and approaches, allowing creativity to flourish in all its forms and manifestations. Moreover, the principle of gender reminds us that we are co-creators of our reality. Just as the sun and the moon come together to create the cycle of day and night, we too can unite our masculine and feminine aspects to manifest our desires and dreams. In summary, applying the principle of gender means recognizing, valuing, and integrating the diversity of gender characteristics, perspectives, and experiences in all areas of our lives, thus promoting greater balance, respect, and harmony. In addition to understanding and applying the 7 Hermetic laws in our lives, it is essential to remember that true power lies in constant practice. Just as a musician hones their skill through daily practice, we too can refine our understanding and mastery of these principles through diligent application in our lives. May these principles not be mere words in a lecture, but rather the compass that guides your journey towards personal and spiritual fulfillment.
If you enjoyed the content, please hit the like button and subscribe for more. Your support means everything to us. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.